Like the message on the screen says, please hold tight. We will get going here in a few minutes to allow time for other people to get here. However, how are all of you doing today? I hope you guys are having the day you deserve to have. If you're a shitty person, well, I'm probably hoping you have a shitty day. Yeah, I'm that kind of asshole, I guess, you know. But there's that. People are like, oh, this fucking guy again. This fucking guy again. Always up here talking about pedophilia. He must be a fucking pedophile. Get the fuck out of here. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. I have a feeling I got a pretty good 10-day series here for you, ladies and gentlemen. I really do. It's like always, it's not gonna be easy to get through. It's not gonna be sugar coated at all. We don't fuck around over here when it comes to this kind of shit. So what? We don't dumb words down. We don't change words for their meanings for other people's pleasure or triggeredness. We don't use words like graped. We really call rape rape. We call pedophiles. We call murder. We don't say unalived. We don't say that shit. We call these things what they are because that's what they are. They're not dumbed down and made to be less hard hitting and real. If raped was supposed to be called graped, they would have called it graped. And then you guys would be calling me what? Rape? Okay, I proved my point. I got it. You get it? I hope so. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going on about 5 minutes of this being up, so we will go ahead and get started and get rolling here. Let me get this comment off the screen. What's up, Rennie? How are you, brother? Today, we begin a 10-day journey that is not here to entertain people, not here to dress pain up in pretty language, not here to give anybody some soft, easy version of truth they can swallow without feeling it. This series is for the parts of people that got buried. Well, why don't you come up here and join me there, Remy? You know how I love being on panel by myself. Anyway, I'm going to start over here real quick. Today, we begin a 10-day journey that is not here to entertain people, not here to dress pain in a pretty language, not here to give anybody some soft, easy version of truth they can swallow without feeling it. What's up, Wanda? This series is for the parts of people that got buried. The parts that got buried under trauma, survival, the parts that got buried under silence, betrayal, shame, rage, fear, masks, walls, and years of trying to look normal while carrying damage nobody else could see. For the next 10 days, we are going straight into the places people avoid. We are talking about what pain does to identity, what silence costs, what shame steals, what betrayal leaves behind, what survival builds inside a human being when life stops feeling safe. This series is about the parts of you had to bury just to make it through. And today, we start with one of the hardest truths of all: the person you became to survive. Because some of you listening to me right now have spent years asking yourselves, what the hell happened to me? Why you got harder? Why you got colder? Why you got more guarded? Why you do not trust easy? Why you read the room before you rest in it? Why part of you is always braced for impact, even when nothing is happening. Sup, Ty Spork? What's up, Miss Gothy?
Hi, Ty. Gothy.
And maybe the truth is not that you became this way for no reason. Maybe the truth is that life taught you to become somebody different just to survive it. So today, we are not here to judge that version of you. We are here to understand them. We are here to talk about what it means when survival stops being something you went through and starts becoming the shape of who you are. Because a whole lot of people are walking around calling themselves broken, when really they are living inside adaptations that pain built. And that is where we begin. Today we talk about the person you became to survive. Okay, Remy, I got it. It's all good, bro. But that is an open invitation for anybody who wants to come up here and join me up on panel, because you know how I just love being up here by myself, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, you're not late, Miss Gothy. You're just on time. You arrived exactly when you needed to. Please do your thing, GGK. The message is important. I'm waiting on a call anyway. Sounds good, Remy. Sounds good, Remy. Let me do this. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I do. And, well, I do what I want. All right. Day one. The person you became to survive. Some of you listening right now have spent years, maybe decades, wondering what the hell happened to you. Not just what happened back then, not just what somebody did, not just what you went through. I mean, what happened to you? What happened to you? What happened to the way you think? What happened to the way you trust? What happened to the way you walk into a room already scanning it like danger might be hiding behind a smile? What happened to the softness you used to have, if you even remember that softness? What happened to the ease? What happened to the peace? What happened to that version of you that did not feel like it had to brace itself for impact every 5 damn minutes? A lot of people spend their lives asking themselves that question in private. Why am I like this? Why do I get set off so fast? Why do I shut down? Why do I overthink every little thing? Why do I assume the worst? Why do I push people away and then hate being alone? Why do I crave closeness and fear it at the exact same time? Why do I laugh hard one minute and feel dead in the chest the next? And I think that one of the biggest truths that does not get said enough, not clearly enough, and not directly enough is this. Sometimes you did not become who you are because that was your personality. You became who you are because that was your protection. That matters. Because a whole lot of people have been taught to look at themselves like they are defective, like they are unstable, like they are too much, too intense, too distant, too angry, too guarded, too suspicious, and too sharp around the edges. But what if those edges were not born out of cruelty? What if some of those edges were forged out of necessity? What if the person you became was not random at all? What if that version of you was built because somewhere along the way, life stopped being safe and started becoming something you had to survive? There are people walking around right now carrying versions of themselves that were built in emergency mode, not in safety, not in comfort, trust, or even in love, in survival. And the world has a nasty habit of judging survival traits like they were character flaws created in a vacuum. People will look at somebody who is guarded and say that they have trust issues. Well, maybe they do, but trust issues do not usually show up out of nowhere like bad weather. A lot of trust issues are receipts. A lot of trust issues are scars with their eyes still open. A lot of trust issues are what happens when the people who were supposed to protect you taught you, directly or indirectly, that safety was never a guarantee. People look at somebody who is angry and call them difficult, but they do not ask what that anger had to protect. They do not ask how long that person had to swallow fear, humiliation, grief, betrayal, panic, helplessness, or pain before it finally came out with teeth. Ha ha ha. People look at somebody who is distant and say they do not care. No. Sometimes distance is not the absence of caring. Sometimes distance is what caring turns into after caring got pushed too many times. I guess this might help if I did this, huh? There's a StreamYard link. Miss Gothy, you're more than welcome to come and join me on panel if you'd like, but no, you don't have to. I just hate being up here by myself. Okay. Sometimes distance is what caring turns into after caring got pushed too many times or punished too many times. And this is where people get twisted up inside themselves. Because after years of surviving, you stop being able to tell where the wound ends and where you begin. And that is one hell of a place to live. You start wondering if this is just your personality now. You start wondering if this hardness in you, if this hardness is you, if this anger is you, if this numbness is you, if this constant readiness for disaster is you, if the inability to fully settle, fully trust, fully rest, fully believe good things can last, if that is just who you are now. And for a lot of people, the most painful part is not even the survival itself. It is the confusion afterward. Because people will tell you to heal without ever acknowledging what survival did to your wiring. They'll say, just let it go. Like trauma is the light switch, you know what I mean? They'll say, that was years ago. as if time by itself reaches into the nervous system and untangles what fear wrapped around your bones. They'll say, you've got to move on. Like moving on is just a matter of attitude, right? Like people who are still struggling just forget to click the right button in their own soul. But that's not how this works. Pain is not lazy. Pain is a builder. Pain is a sculptor. Pain changes architecture. Pain teaches the body to prepare. It teaches the mind to question. It teaches the heart to hesitate. Pain teaches the mouth to stay shut or strike first. Pain teaches the spirit how to duck before the blow even comes. After enough of it, those lessons do not feel like responses anymore. They feel like identity. Oh, well, thank you very much. Welcome, Miss Gothy. How are you today, sweetheart? Your mic's muted, just so you know. I don't know if you know if you want to be muted, but you're muted, Miss Gothy, just so you know.
Yeah, I know. I have too much
Okay.
noise. My son is like a farm animal and a train, and so he makes noises on a regular basis. So a mic with me, you don't know what you're going to get because I live with a train 24/7, and he'll run through and
Nice.
just. So I just feel like I can come up anytime, but I have to mute my mic because it's random. You never know when it's going to happen.
Oh, and we wouldn't care if it did. I'm just saying.
He's ADHD, autistic, hearing impaired. So even the TV has to be loud because he can't hear it. So it's like I wouldn't want to disrupt everything. So yeah,
Okay. Okay. Well, go ahead and chime in anytime you want if you feel like it, or you just hang out with me. That's all
yeah.
good. However you want to go. So
I just let Steph know that you were live too, so she might be popping in, and I shared it on Facebook.
cool. I appreciate it. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it. So after enough of it, those lessons do not feel like responses anymore. They feel like identity. And that is why so many people live with shame over the person they became, trying to survive something that should never have happened to them in the first place. They feel ashamed. They feel ashamed. They are hard now. Ashamed that they are quick to react, to not trust, to test people. Ashamed they assume people will leave, expect betrayal. They need control. They cannot relax. Ashamed that their tenderness now comes wrapped in barbed wire. That's really tender. But I need to say this plainly. You are not weak because survival changed you. You are not crazy because pain altered your wiring. You are not some failed version of a human being because what came out of the fire does not look soft, easy, and simple for other people to understand. You adapted, and that's good. Now, let me be clear. That does not mean every adaptation is healthy. It does not mean every defense mechanism deserves permanent rent-free space in your life. It does not mean hurting other people gets excused because you got hurt. But it does mean something important. It means before you judge yourself for who you became, you better tell the truth about what you had to endure to become them. Because some people did not become sharp because they love conflict. They became sharp because life kept putting them in places where being dull got them cut. Some people did not become silent because they had nothing to say. They became silent because saying something came with consequences. That's so true. Some people did not become fierce because they wanted to scare the world. They became fierce because the world scared them first. Some people did not become hyper aware because they were dramatic. They became hyper aware because missing one sign, one mood change, one shift in tone, one door slam, one wrong look, one wrong touch, one wrong moment used to coat them, used to cost them something. Sorry. That changes a person. It changes how you breathe, how you sleep, how you sit with your back to the door. It changes how quickly your chest tightens. It changes how your gut reacts before your mind even has words. It changes how your body remembers things your mouth still cannot say clearly. And the cruel irony is that a lot of the same people who judge those changes would not have survived what created them. That is the part they miss. They see the wall. They do not see what made you build it. They see the temper. They do not see the years of swallowing everything until it came out like a fire with nothing, with nowhere left to go. They see the sarcasm. They do not see the pain crouching behind it. They see the distance. They don't see the betrayals lined up behind your eyes. They see the armor, but they do not see the battlefield. And that battlefield matters. Because some of you are still carrying guilt for the fact that survival taught you how to become somebody you do not fully. It's Desmond. We could hold him on Messenger. Sorry, my son's calling. Hang on a second. I'll stop it. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes real life happens, you know? Okay. And that battlefield matters. Because some of you are still carrying guilt for the fact that survival taught you how to become somebody you did not fully recognize anymore. You miss old versions of yourself, versions that were lighter, that trusted easier, versions that did not look over their shoulder as much, versions that did not feel like they needed to be ready all the time, versions that could not receive love without trying to inspect it for hidden knives. And sometimes you grieve those versions quietly. Sometimes you hate that they are gone. Sometimes you wonder if they are gone forever. But hear me clearly. The person you became to survive is not the whole story of you. But that person deserves to be understood before they are condemned. That version of you stepped in when life got ugly. That version of you stayed awake. That version of you learned to exist. That version of you read faces like weather maps. That version of you learned how to feel danger before it had a name. That version of you kept watch. That version of you took a hit. That version of you got you through moments that should have broken far more than they did. So no, I'm not here to throw some soft little slogan at you today. I'm telling you to just breathe deeper and smile more and let the universe handle it. I'm here to say the hard truth. Some of you are alive because a brutal version of you took over when innocence was no longer enough. That does not make you pathetic. That doesn't make you damaged goods. That does not make you less worthy of love, peace, respect, or healing. It means your system did what systems do when danger becomes normal. It adapted. It built armor, alarms, patterns, distance, suspicion, speed. It built shutdown moments. It built rage and numbness. It built whatever it thought might keep you from being crushed all over again. And maybe now, years later, that same survival self is exhausting you. Maybe the armor is too heavy now. Maybe the walls that protected you are now suffocating you. Maybe the reflexes that once kept you safe are now wrecking your peace. Maybe your body is still living like an emergency never ended. Maybe your nervous system did not get the memo that the room changed. Maybe your mind still prepares for war in places where your soul is desperately begging for rest. That is real. I deal with that on a day-to-day basis. Yeah, safe travels, Wanda. Safe travels, Wanda. And don't mistake this for anything. That's not weakness. That is not you being dramatic. That is not you failing at life. That is what happens when survival mode learns your name too young and stays too long. Now you want peace, but your body still speaks emergency. Now you want love, but your instincts still read threat. You want to rest, but the part of you that stood guard all those years does not know how to unclench. Now you want to be seen, but you do not know how to be visible without feeling exposed. You want connection, but part of you still believes connection is just the hallway pain uses to get back in. That is why healing is not simple. What's up, Simple Life? Simple Family Lifestyle, what's up? That's why healing is not simple. Because sometimes the very thing that saved you from the thing you now have to carefully loosen your grip on. That's the brutal truth. The survival self is not always the enemy. Sometimes it was the hero of a chapter nobody else could have made it through. Sometimes it was the emergency situation substitute for safety. Sometimes it was the only one. It was the only one in the room that knew how to keep going. But heroes built for war do not always know how to live in peace. That is why honesty matters. You cannot heal what you kept insulting in yourself. You cannot make peace with your present while refusing to understand the version of you that dragged you here. You cannot grow beyond survival mode if every time it shows up, all you do is call yourself broken, toxic, too much, impossible, ruined. You have to start with truth. Truth says there is a reason. There is history. Truth says the reactions did not fall out of the sky. Truth says there were moments, patterns, harms, wounds, losses, violation, betrayals, fears, and silent wars that taught you how to become this. And once you admit that, the question changes. It stops being, what is wrong with me? And it becomes, what happened to me that built this version of me? That is a completely different question. One has shame in it. The other has truth in it. One spits on the wound. The other actually looks at it. One keeps you trapped in self-hatred. The other opens the door to understanding. And understanding matters because naming what happened inside you does not romanticize damage. It clarifies it. It lets you say, this hypervigilance served a purpose. This anger served a purpose. This distance, sarcasm, shutdown, this toughness served a purpose. But purpose and preeminence are not the same thing. You can honor what helped you survive without letting it define all of you forever. That is that is where power starts. Real power is not pretending you were never affected. Real power is not acting invincible. It's not building a shrine out of your own armor and calling that healing. Real power is being honest enough to say, yes, I was changed. Yes, pain got into my wiring. Survival built parts of me. And now I get to decide what still protects me and what only keeps me trapped. That is strength. Not fake strength, not performance strength, not chest puffed up, loud for no reason strength. I mean real strength. The kind that looks your own survival self in the face and says, I know why you showed up. I know what you did for me. I know you kept me breathing, but I am allowed to become more than the condition that created you. That is a heavyweight truth right there. I'm going to read it one more time because that's how impactful that was for me. I mean, real strength. The kind that looks your own survival self in the face and says, I know why you showed up. I know what you did for me. I know you kept me breathing, but I am allowed to become more than the conditions that created you. That's heavy. And I think some people listening today desperately need permission to stop calling themselves broken for being altered by brutal conditions. Because there is a difference between being broken and being changed by pain. There's a difference between being ruined and being wounded. There's a difference between being hopeless and being conditioned. There's a difference between being too far gone and simply being someone whose nervous system learned hard lessons in a hard world. Conditioning can be examined, challenged, it can be softened, and it can be healed. But you cannot heal from a lie. And the lie is this, that you are just messed up for no reason. No, there is a reason. There's a story and there's a cost. And that cost is priceless. Somebody taught your system what to expect. Something trained your fear, shaped your edges. Something buried your softness under layers of steel. And if you're honest, a lot of who you became makes perfect sense in the context of what you survived. That does not make it fun. It doesn't make it fair. It does not make the damage beautiful. Here's the powerful point. It makes it understandable. And understanding is what healing starts to stop feeling like. And understanding is where healing starts to stop feeling like a fairy tale and start feeling like a real road. So today I want people to hear me clearly. There are people all around you who are not difficult for no reason. Not guarded, reactive, not intense, not detached, and not exhausted for no reason. There is a wound in them. There is a reason in them. There is a history in them. And if that person is you, then maybe today is the day you stop looking at yourself like some unsolved defect and start looking at yourself like somebody who learned how to survive a storm that lasted too damn long. Maybe today is the day you tell the truth. Maybe this is not just who I am. Maybe this is who pain trained me to be. What's up, Dark? And if pain trained it, then it can be untrained. If fear built it, then it can be challenged. If survival shaped it, then healing can reshape what survival had to build. And no, it doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen neatly. And it really doesn't happen without grief. But it can happen. And even before all of that, even before the healing, even before the deeper work, before the rebuilding, there is something some of you need to hear right now. The hardest version of you is not automatically the worst version of you. Sometimes the hardest version of you was the one that shaped into hell and said that stepped into hell and said, "You do not get to finish me here." Sometimes the guarded version of you was the one that knew the cost of being wide open in a world full of teeth. Sometimes the angry version of you was the one that finally got tired of being crushed in silence. Sometimes the numb version of you was the one that kept your mind from collapsing under too much pain all at once. Sometimes the distant version of you was the one that knew you needed space to keep from going under. That version of you may not be the final version of you, but do not disrespect the version that survived the chapter you thought might kill you, because that version carried you. That version bled for you. That version embraced you. That version kept watch while the rest of you was trying not to drown. So no, survival is not the whole story, but it is part of the story. Hey. And if you keep pretending it is not, you will keep fighting. You will keep fighting yourself instead of understanding yourself. Stop it. And some of you have been in a war with yourselves for years because nobody ever taught you the difference between who you are and who you had to become under pressure. That difference matters. Because once you see it, once you really see it, then you can begin to separate identity from defense. You can say, this protected me, but this is not all I am. This got me through, but this does not own my future. This kept me alive, but this does not get to write every chapter from here on out. I can honor the version of me that survived without staying trapped inside the shape pain forced me to take. That, my friends, that is freedom starting to breathe. And to anybody listening today who feels ashamed of the person they became while trying to survive, hear this with no confusion. You did not go down easy. Life hit. People failed. Trust broke. Pain carved. Fear trained. silence swallowed, and damage spread. And still, somehow, some version of you rose up and said, not yet. That matters. That matters more than people know. That matters more than some polished little self-help slogan could ever say. That matters because it means there is still something in you that forgot to remain, that fought to remain. Not because it was easy, not because it was pretty, and not because it was graceful, but because it was necessary. And necessary survival deserves understanding before judgment. Tomorrow we go deeper. Tomorrow we talk about silence, why people keep it, why families keep it, while communities protect it, why wounded people get buried underneath it, and why silence does not protect the broken nearly as much as people pretend it does. Because a whole lot of damage survives not because it was hidden well, but because too many people got comfortable pretending not to see it. So tonight, before you tear yourself apart one more time for being too hard or angry, guarded, too distant, too much, stop and tell the truth. That person did not come from nowhere. That person was built under pressure. That person was built under fear, built under betrayal. That person was built while trying not to drown in things nobody should have had to carry. Do not stand in judgment of the version of you that kept you alive while life goes merciless. Understand them. Because sometimes the version of you that people complain about complain about the most is the very version of you that refused to die. And there is nothing small about that. There is nothing shameful about that. There is nothing weak about surviving in ugly ways and surviving in ugly ways when ugly was all life gave you to work with. So if nobody has told you this straight, let me be the one to say it. You are not just the damage. You're not just the defense. You're not just the armor. You are not just the scar tissue. You are the human being underneath it all. And the fact that you are still here means pain did not get the final word. Not then, not now, and not if you have anything left to say about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope it hit some of you hard. I hope it made you guys realize some things about yourselves. Yeah. I thank you all for being here. I really do. Miss Gothy, you got anything you want to throw in there?
I agree with. There's too many family secrets. Everything's buried, and I think that's a big problem. Instead of burying it, it needs to be outed, and the person needs to be dealt with instead of hiding.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I
I
think
agree.
that maybe where it needs to start is families need to start going, this is who did it, and they're outed more. The more it's outed, of course, I think they need to be 3 feet under, but that's me. But
Yeah.
I mean,
No, I
a
get
lot
it.
of what you described is like that's me. I agree.
Yeah. Like when I do these, I always have my own personal mental checklist going, and I'm checking off all these things. Every single time I got a full page, a check mark. You know what I mean? Like there's so much damage that comes in a lifetime from being abused as a child that those people that were lucky enough not to have to endure that or go through that, they'll never fully understand all that shit. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But just know that the trauma that we endured don't get to build the rest of our lives for us. even though sometimes it feels like it will, and a lot of people allow it to, it doesn't get the right to do that. It doesn't get the right to do that.
No, and we have the right to cut those people off,
Absolutely.
whether it's family. I mean, because I've cut off family.
Yeah. Yeah. I have to. We have to. Yeah.
Family member that I cut off was my mom. Like I blocked her on everything.
He's in the car.
I mean, she
Potatoes.
still tries to get a hold of me, but I don't communicate with her. She goes to my brother to communicate with me because I won't communicate with her.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and why did it come to that? You know what I mean? There had to be there's a defining reason why you decided not to communicate with her, and well, obviously that's the right decision you needed to make. You know what I mean?
And is. I don't trust her. I mean, she let happen what happened to me as an infant to 6 years old, and he was never charged, never brought to justice. I like you said, my biological father died when in 2012. That's when I could breathe. That's when I could breathe. That's when I felt better. That's when I was hooray. And so yeah, I blame her. And she said, well, you can't blame me. I didn't do it. But yes, I could. I was a child. You were supposed to protect me.
You didn't do shit to change it.
My brother. Me and my brother are really like close, but it happened to both of us.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can't have anything. No, I don't trust her. And I won't trust my children either.
Yeah. I get it. Like a lot of people don't get why we turn out to the way we do, and we guard ourselves the way we do. Like surviving childhood trauma
changes
everything. It changes your future relation. It changes everything about you, and people have a hard time understanding that because they haven't been traumatized, and I'm glad that they haven't. And you know, I mean, I'm so glad that not all of us have been traumatized, you know what I mean? Because this world would be really fucked up if it was.
Yeah. I agree.
You know? But,
Steph did tell me to tell you hi, and she's working. If you're still on when she gets done, she'll come on. But I'm not sure if you'll be on, but she told me to tell you that. Because I messaged everybody that I had. That's why Simple came in, and I think Angela lurking.
Nice.
So
I appreciate it. I really do. And I know I've been kind of.
I come with a crew. Hey, I'm gonna go. Hey, get on.
I appreciate it. I really do. I know I gotta address the community anyway. I know I've been slacking lately when it comes to these, and it comes to being, you know, every Monday and every Friday. But I hope, Angela, thank you for being a member. Best 99 cents you've ever spent in your life. I'm just saying right now. But these things, this is not easy for me to do this. And it really starts weighing on me, and it really starts affecting me in my personal life. And I have to take my breaks, ladies and gentlemen. Even though this problem don't take a break, I have to. It really starts affecting me in negative ways in my personal life. It really starts affecting my family, and so I apologize. I apologize for not being consistent like always. But if I don't take breaks, I'm gonna lose it all, and I'll just end up walking away. And I don't want to do that ever. You know what I mean? So I'm sure you guys understand. I hope you understand anyway. So
Very much understand, because with me doing the missing children, I've now got it to where my 8-year-old, we go into Sam's Club, he sees the pictures and he's always going, Mama, there's so many kids missing. when I pull up Facebook because I got to do what I got to do for the missing children. He'll when I go on Facebook, he's going, "Mommy, there's so many kids missing." So even as an 8-year-old, he's aware of it. So it's like sometimes I gotta, you know, not go on Facebook when he's around me. So I don't want him to realize it, but he at 8 years old already realized. I mean, not the stuff that you're talking about now, and that's why when I'm doing your live or on your live or watching it, I always have headphones because he has no idea. He's
Yeah.
not had that. He's 8 years old and not had any, and I'm going to keep it that way.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome that you would, you know what I mean? Like for real. And,
Because my oldest went into CPS's custody and stuff happened to him. And I wasn't there and I didn't know about it until he turned 18 and found me. And I can't change it, fix it, or make it better now. I can just go
nope.
now.
You can only go forward from there on a clean slate, and you just can only do what you can do.
Exactly.
Like that's one, that's one thing that, and I'm not saying that anybody who works in children's services are horrible people, but I'm saying it happens. 56,000 children a year go missing out of the care of CPS every single year on average and are never seen again. That's an issue. That's an issue. Like people don't. What's up, Zigzag? You know what I mean? Like, and it's just fucking horrible, man. And
Oh, CPS is horrible. Very
yeah,
horrible. They
yeah.
will lie. They will falsify stuff. I have a daughter that has been in CPS custody since she was 11 weeks old. I won't get to see her until she turns 18. My oldest was taken at 11 years old. And they were going to try and take him. But I had enough. They gave me a choice: sign my rights to her, or they're going to look into him. But I was already doing everything. I'd done everything I was supposed to, and then some. Went to parenting classes twice, passed every drug test, but the first drug test that they took my daughter, the first one is the only one I failed. But what I was on, the weed that I admit to, and my Percocets that I was prescribed, did not show up on my drug test. And they can't explain that. If I would have known then what I know now, I wouldn't have done the. I could have made the lady take me to my doctor and they do the drug test and not her. If I would have known that then, I wouldn't have. I would still have my daughter right now.
Yeah. See, the
So
thing that people don't get about CPS is you got to remember they get paid to take children. That's their job. They don't get paid to. I mean, they don't go into. You see what I mean? You know what I'm getting at here? Like their job is to remove children from homes because that's what they do. They get paid to take kids. They don't get paid to return kids to homes because if you return kids back to homes, then there's no need for CPS.
in Tennessee, they got four because for a child with a disability, um, they get 4,000 to 6,000 for every child with a disability.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I already like I've gone deep dives into this, and because they like I said they took two of my children.
Yeah. In here in Idaho, I believe I think it's $3,500 or $4,000 a month for a disabled child in CPS care.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, you know, and that's just 2 out of 50 states. You know,
Exactly. Well, there's a her
so
name
down
is
the line.
Tiffany. She's a lawyer in Tennessee. They got her license removed. She's up at the White House trying to get bills passed to refine CPS, fix CPS because of it's corrupt. Because the judges are involved, the lawyers they appoint you are involved, and the workers are involved. They all work together. It's called the
Yeah,
kangaroo court.
yeah, yeah, for real. Like, see, people don't get like the legal systems all that much in America.
Hmm.
Like, if you're just a regular standard criminal and you can't afford a lawyer, you get appointed a lawyer by the court. Well, that lawyer that you get appointed, he works for the court. So why is that lawyer going to fight his ass off to get you off your charges and do his job correctly if when as soon as when he does, he knows he's not going to be getting any more cases to defend. You know what I mean? This judge signs their fucking paycheck. So like, yeah, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit.
It all works together with the government. The government pays them to do what they do, and they can falsify anything.
Oh yeah, I got proof of that shit. I got a search warrant right now that was totally falsified on my for my house to be raided by the police department and detectives, and the cops made it up themselves. You can see in the motherfucking warrant. They use two different kinds of font. The first paragraph's the exact same as the last paragraph, except for a couple of words here and there. And the judge's signature is just the stamp signature. You can see the rings on. It's just all bullshit. It's all bullshit.
I've got all my paperwork for my daughter and everything, and they, my worker didn't even. She was supposed to drug test me every month. She didn't do it, and because I was pregnant with a little man, I had my PCP do it. I had my OB do it, and I had my I was going to a specialist OB. I had all three of them drug testing me, so that if it was brought up in court that I was doing anything, I can go. I've got proof that I'm not.
Right.
So if CPS went ahead and tried to do it again, they wouldn't have stood a chance because I had three different doctors doing it purposely.
Yeah. Yeah. And see, like a simple family lifestyle, like that's just the tip of the iceberg. Like
Mhm.
I today, still to this day, this happened like 10 years ago almost. What's up, Arctic? This happened like 10 years ago that this happened. My house that this warrant was served on me. I actually and my wife and I both actually ended up catching a fucking injury to a child charge because of this bullshit warrant. We got these bullshit charges. We didn't even go stand in front of a judge. When we did go in for our first arraignment hearing, like the judge was sitting there reading, going through the paperwork, and he's like, "Do you want me to read this?" I said, "Yes, I do want you to read all of that paperwork out loud." Like 18 pages of shit that these cops put together. And the judge put down the papers after about 15 minutes reading it. And he's like, Where's the injury to a child at? Where's this at? Where's all these drugs at? I said, yeah, Your Honor, where are all these things at that they said that they wanted to raid my house for? And I catch shit over this charge still today. That's still on my record. And I never even stood in front of a judge after that. You know what I mean? And it got dismissed, but it's still on my record. All from a bullshit fucking thing. All from bullshit. And that's what they do. It's good to see you, Arctic. You know what I mean? So, but my sister, my baby sister, she oh yeah, 18 pages of shit. 18, and he's like, you want me yes, I want you to read all of that out loud to the court so everybody can hear it. So it's all on record. And after about the ninth page, he's like, he shakes his head, he's like, where are all these drugs at? Where's this injury to a child? I said, yeah, I know, Your Honor. Like, where is all this at? He was dumbfounded that my wife and I came into court together because usually if a couple is charged with injury to a child, they separate the couple. They can't. You have a no contact order. You guys can't have contact with each other. And we showed up to court at the same time, and we walked up to the podium at the same time. So it's like you really got to know you. Yeah, and we left the courthouse together. You know what I mean? And like, it's a horrible system that needs fixed. And there's so many kids and families that get torn apart because of this broken system. And And when people talk against it, you get cut down. When people talk against it, you call the conspiracy theorist. You're, and you're called crazy. And
Exactly. I agree with you. But I they dragged me through all kinds of stuff. They
mhm.
used because I'm visually impaired. And so I didn't have a car, so all of my visits, they provided transportation. They in my son's case, they used that against me.
Huh.
They had while I was in the hospital, I had a C-section with little man, my 8-year-old. While I was doing that, they had with my daughter's case, they had a meeting and took me off of her plan to only adoption only. So they had a meeting without me even being present. They tried to terminate my older son's rights in court without me even being present. Didn't even give me any notification.
Yeah, they tried doing the same thing to my little sister, my baby sister. Her and her husband got in an argument, and she may or may not have grabbed a fork, and maybe may or may not have stuck him in the neck with it because she was that pissed. But anyway, um, it took her almost 3 years to get her kids back. All three of her kids are blonde hair, blue eye, autistic. So I leave the rest for you to interpret how you want.
My
When
daughter
you got,
had open heart surgery at 10 months old.
my God, yeah,
The heart
yeah.
murmur she has, and so they had to go in and fix the flap. And
Mhm.
I was able to go. I mean, CPS gave me all these rules, but the foster mom, she let me go in and she let me see her and hold her. And she's like, their rules are ridiculous. You're not going to run off in a hospital with her. You're fine. I stayed in the waiting room and I was up in Memphis for 3 weeks, 2 weeks, something like that. But yeah, I got to stay up there with her and everything. But yeah, the foster moms I've had, all right, and the one that has her right now, she said, "Well, if I get her and I adopt her, you're gonna get to see her." And it's I've got paperwork saying all this. I ain't seen her. I ain't seen her since 19. She won't let me talk to her. I call, no answer. She's got me blocked. I know exactly. I mean, I don't have the address,
But
but I know what city. She's not far from me, but I'm not able to drive.
yeah.
So yeah, I believe me when I say I know how bad CPS really is.
Yes, Zing Zang. Once CPS is involved in your life, it's almost impossible to get him out of it. My sister, this happened. This happened before my house even got raided. So this happened like 12 years ago, 11 years ago with my sister, and she still has problems with CPS to this day, doing random checks on her house, all kinds like yeah, yeah, So, but Miss Gothy, keep your head up, sweetheart. If you need somebody to reach out to or anything, you know how to get a hold of me.
Yeah, I have your number. I usually, I mean, my rock is sitting in the front room right now, but that's who he's not in the public school system because the public, guess what? The public school system works with CPS. So do the doctors.
Yep.
He's homeschooled.
Facts.
He's in second grade. He can read, write, do cursive. He can add, subtract. He's up to 3 digits with add and subtracting. He's into Harry Potter books reading now. He can do more than second graders can do in the public school system.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So yeah, I knew because of him being hearing impaired. My mom was born deaf, so that's where the hearing problems come in with him. And so I knew I wasn't going to put him in. And then I found out he was autistic. I was not going to put him in public school.
Yeah, I wouldn't
I,
either.
I knew I was going to homeschool him. Now, if I have any troubles, I usually, I know a couple people that, Steph did homeschool. So I'll call her, hey, I got a question. And then I got another friend that helps me, and she'll help me look it up if I can't get a hold of Steph. But yeah, I don't trust the public school system and the doctors. And so they all work together.
Yep. All the way from doctors to teachers to lawyers to judges to the police officers to detectives to CPS to the Joe Schmo walking down the street. They're all fucking involved in the bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
But I put
Believe me,
my
now, but parents that do need their kids taken away, they don't take them. I have noticed that.
Yep, for real.
I've
For
seen
real.
many
That's
people
no
where
bullshit.
they were abusing the child. They were neglective, collecting, like they were drug addicts. They were, shouldn't have their kids, but they got to
Yeah.
keep their kids.
We hear stories about it all the time on YouTube. And Zigzag, like, I never thought about that, but that very well could be part of it, for real. He says, hey, and you got to think about those school pictures too. Could be like a catalog, yes? Could be like a full catalog. Not at all. Not at all. Oh, Miss Gothy jumped down. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you for joining me today. Right, Ty? That's a fucking scary thought. That's a fucking scary thought right there. Because who questions school pictures?
What do you think there's such a problem with all these female teachers coming out, being predators and stuff? You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's because of that reason,
Yep.
People are like, oh, the teachers wouldn't, you know what I mean? She's the last type of person that would do something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, guess what? Turns out.
Arctic says depends on who you are and how you carry yourself determines how they step to you. Exactly. Arctic, I'm just gonna go out. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this right, bro. I'm glad to see you coming back around here again, man. I've missed you so fucking much, dude. Like you have no idea. I really do appreciate you standing up for me. Well, you wasn't really sticking up for me. You're sticking up for yourself. But at the same time, I'm going to be an egotistical maniac about it and say you were standing up for me. So I appreciate it, Arctic. I really do, man. But it'd be bad as hell if you jumped up on here on panel real quick and said hi to me, Arctic, just for a minute. You know what I mean? Like old times. I'm just saying. Welcome back, Miss Gothy. And you're muted, just so you know. Okay, there you
go. Yeah, I just never know when he's gonna get loud.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. We understand. We know how life goes, you know. I mean,
so yeah, sorry, I lost connection for some reason.
No, you're all good. You're all good. So what do you think, Arctic? You gonna jump up here and say hi to me real quick, or are you just gonna stay down there in the chat? And to those of you who don't know, I have another channel too that I do fun shit on. So maybe check that one out. It's Mr. Awesome Amazing 420 here on YouTube. It's Mr. So there's my new channel. Just type that in there. It'll take you to me. The avatar is a picture of my face. Thank you, Ty Spork. I had a feeling you were going to do that, Ty. There's the link, ladies and gentlemen, in case you want to just click on that link and get to it that way. Oh, my land. Ladies and gentlemen, my buddy, my friend, the one and only motherfucking Arctic Timberwolf. What's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, dude? How's my sound?
It sounds good. It sounds good.
All right, yeah, because I just had a power outage, so all my fucking electronics got all fucked up. All my speakers, sounds, and settings got all reset and everything.
Yeah.
Fucking sucks.
Well,
Man,
I'm gonna say it,
it was like StreamYard changed some shit or something since
dude.
yesterday.
Yeah, dude, they do so many fucking updates on this shit. It's crazy, dude.
Since yesterday, it was like a
Yeah.
whole like. Normally, I just come right in, but then this time it sent me like to a whole new fucking screen. As like
Yeah,
big screen that says you are entering G2K's studio or some weird shit.
yeah, yeah. It's ridiculous. But I'm glad to have you up here, bro. Like, you have no idea how much I missed you, bro. Like, for real. I've all the conversations we've never had a fucking sideways conversation with each other. You know what I mean? And I've missed you, bro. I really mean that, dude. I've missed you, Arctic.
Yeah. Well, I've been around. I've been, all over
I
the
get it.
place actually on
Yeah,
YouTube. But
yeah,
venturing out, meet new people and shit like that, and
yeah, yeah.
dealing with
I do that
dealing with
myself.
my own life here too. At the same
Yeah,
time.
yeah. And
'Cause I
see,
was one
like, I know.
thing after another. Huh? Sorry.
I know that you and we've never met in person, but in my own personal life, you and we've talked outside of YouTube, and like that part of me, like I've been worried about you, bro. Like, for real, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
So
it's hard, dealing with some shit in my personal life here. Always.
yeah,
It's always just a fucking one thing after another, it seems like,
yeah, I get that. It's kind of how my year went last year, dude. It was rough last year for me, anyway. But yeah. But I just since you're catching heat for being my friend, let me just throw that out there. Arctic, thank you for being my friend. I really do appreciate it, bro. Like, it means a lot to me, and fuck them if they can't take it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fucking yeah, thanks for being my friend too, dude.
Yeah, always, bro. Like, I mean, I've had people come to me and tell me that you were this way or that way, and you know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to get into it. Never, and then I'm like, oh, no, that's my friend, and if you don't like it, I guess you can unsub from my channel, because I'm not going to kick him. I'm not going to get rid of him. He's a cool guy to me, and that's what it's about. So I appreciate your friendship, Arctic.
Thanks.
Now watch all the heat you're going to catch from that and for me saying that. That's kind of why I did it. I just wanted to hear you stand up for me some more. You know what I mean? I'm just kidding.
Okay. I was, that fucker was up in MCFs last night, starting all kinds of fucking bullshit, and
Yeah.
he was attacking Wendy and me and fucking bunch of other people in there, and
Oh yeah, that's what he does. You know.
he's a fucking idiot, man. I can't even believe
Yeah,
it.
he's an idiot. Yeah, he's a moron. But what do you expect from mouth breathers? You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, what do you expect? You know what I mean?
Well, he's gonna get what's coming to him. Karma's a bitch. He already
Oh,
killed his,
see,
he already killed his fucking cat like 2 days ago. Was up on LC's crying about it and shit.
yeah. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Sorry, I had to do that. Yeah, we're talking about that guy. But one thing I know for sure is this: Karma is a motherfucker, and she never forgets. She works on her own time. And the thing with that is I've got more patience than Patience herself. I actually like to say I'm the person that taught Patience how to have patience. And I know that Karma won't forget all the shit he's done and he's still doing. And I would love, Karma, hear me? I would love to be a fly on the wall when that happens, because it's going to get him. It's going to get him fucking hard. And, well, I'm going to smile and wave about it when it does.
Shit up about people and they expect to get away with it.
Especially this kind of shit.
Stupid.
He fucking came at me just out of the fucking blue. I didn't even know what the fuck was going on at first. I'm like, what the hell? Why is this dude fucking snapping on me and shit?
Yeah. All because you're friends with G2K, the pedophile, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it turns out all because I'm friends with you.
Yeah. And I'm sorry you had to go through that, but not really, because, I know you can hold your own.
Yeah, I can
but
hold
still,
on. I don't care.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know. But like I said, Karma's a bitch, and, well, in due time. In due time, Carmen shall strike her hand upon him, and I'm gonna laugh my fucking. Well, I can't laugh my ass off because I don't have one, but I'll laugh something off. I'm sure, but you know.
He's showing his true colors. You know, that's the way I look at it.
Oh yeah. See, he had this idea. He had this idea in mind that he was gonna expose the truth about G2K, about Get to Know. And usually, when something like that goes down, especially with the accusations that he's making, it usually turns out for the worst for the person who's being accused of shit. And I don't remember who said it, but this was like a month and a half ago. He's like, they're like, you know what? I've seen this happen before many times, and it usually turns out in the favor of the person who's making those accusations and making those claims that people are this way. He's like, but I have a really strange feeling that this time this one's going to bite this motherfucker in the ass. And well, that's hey, I haven't even done shit. Except, you know, I mean, I've done my own private shit that I'm doing on my own with it and whatever. But as far as YouTube and shit goes, I haven't came at him. I haven't said shit about him. All I do is put up a little thing that says F wire sometimes, but that's about it. I can say that. I can't. You know what I mean? So
that's free speech.
Yeah, that's free speech. And the thing about it is I'm not going to be the one to destroy him. I'm going to let him destroy himself, and that's what he's in the process of doing. So,
oh yeah, you know, because from you know, this social justice is a motherfucker. You know.
Yeah,
it is.
It is. What's up? What's up, Somber Warrior? He says, Somber Warrior says, look who's awesome and amazing. That's me. That's me. That's me. Mr. Awesome and Amazing. I love it.
Well,
I love it.
Tick, I know you don't know me, but I just wanted to say hi. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. Yeah,
it's Miss Gothy.
Before. Miss Gothy. Yep, nice to meet you.
Absolutely. Aric's been around this channel basically since one of my very first.
Yeah, I've been up on like maybe the first 100 chat and chill streams and shit with it.
Oh yeah, probably so.
Yeah, we go way back.
I'm at 165 now, man. 165 episodes, man. 165 really? Straight weeks. 165 straight weeks every Thursday night, same time. Just a different channel now because I separated the serious shit from the fun shit.
Oh, it's on your other channel. That's right. It's on your other channel now. What time do you usually do that at?
9 o'clock.
Mountain your time? 9 o'clock your time.
Yeah, my time. Yeah, my time.
So that's
10 your time?
10 o'clock.
It's 1 o'clock right now for my time.
Yeah,
12:56. Yeah.
Hour behind me? Hour ahead of me? Hour behind me. Yeah,
so an hour behind you. Yeah.
So I'll try to keep my eyes peeled. I never know what the fuck I'm doing, you know, from one moment to the next. So, and YouTube's all fucked up. I have not been getting notifications like I should be,
dude. And I'm telling you right now, I'm dead serious. I don't care what anybody says. They can call me whatever. You can say I'm crazy. YouTube and StreamYard fucking hate me, and I understand why they do, because you know, powers that be, they just don't like what I do. And
when you do it, and
you know what I mean. And I've never dumbed down words. I don't change words for other meanings or for other words. I don't exchange them for, you know what I mean. I've never done that. I'm never going to start doing that. And that's why YouTube don't push my notifications out like they're supposed to. For real, I'm dead serious. I know that's why. I'm dead serious.
It's not only that. I was on somebody else's stream a couple days ago. And we happen to notice, because you know how people pull up comments, you know, from StreamYard, from YouTube, right? So we happen to notice that they were not only censoring some comments, but they were also like fucking replacing words in some of the comments.
Dude. So one thing I've noticed here recently, and people are like, "You're fucking crazy." I'm like, "No, I'm telling you right now. I'll make a comment on my own shit, and I'll go to post it and be like, YouTube has banned you from commenting on this because it's like, what the? Like earlier today, the very first comment on here, I was like, it said something like, just hang tight, everybody. I'll get going in about 5 minutes to allow people to get here. It banned it. I'm like, what the fuck? Because of the word hang. Literally the word hang was all I changed in the first from the first one to the second one. The second one posted just fine. And I was like, just chill out for a minute. You know what I mean? That's all I changed. And it posted it.
The word
It's ridiculous.
hang?
Yeah.
No bullshit. No bullshit.
Oh, I don't get it. Why would they have a problem with the word hang?
Suicide or suicide, probably.
Oh my god.
Suicide.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no, it's stupid.
Holy
It's
shit.
stupid.
I wonder if they're like full blown using AI then to do this shit now.
Oh, they gotta be. See, okay. So now you try it, Arctic. You try it. You type in "let's hang tight." Just type in "let's hang tight" and try to post it. I just did it. It says YouTube rejected your comment. This usually means they think it's spam. Try changing it a bit.
Really?
Now watch. Now I'll change it to "let's hold tight."
Let me refresh.
Bam, and it posted.
No, mine's still there. Well, I can see it. Can you see it?
Yep, I can. Now see, now you see what I mean? I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. I wish I could show you that it blocked it. But that's the only thing I changed. But it lets you guys do it. It's so fucking.
Can you pull it up on screen from StreamYard though? Maybe StreamYard will fucking ban it.
Yeah, maybe it is StreamYard.
No, you're able to pull it up. That's weird. I can see.
I'm telling you.
Oh, wait, I see. Let's hold tight. Zigzag. He said, "Let's hang tight."
Hmm.
I'll do it. I'll do it
Yours
again.
got
I'll do it
banned. Why
again.
didn't
I'll do
yours
it
get banned, but none of ours get banned?
right. I'll do it. Now watch. I'll do it again. I'll do it again. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is it because you're a creator?
It,
I have no idea. And it posted it that time. See, it posted it that time. Nope, it didn't. It didn't either. It didn't.
I don't see it in StreamYard chat. Let's see.
I'll actually take a screenshot of this. I'm actually gonna take a screenshot of this, and then I'll send it to you on. I'll send it to you on Discord, Arctic.
Yeah, I'm having problems.
So you
with
see.
it's probably not a good idea. Send it to my email if you want. Arctic Timberwolf at protonmail.com.
Okay.
Yeah, fucking mid-February, Discord started fucking sending me these fucking strikes and shit against my things, accusing me of spamming in Discord, and I hardly even fucking use Discord.
What?
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Wow.
So yeah, now I'm like unable to send messages. I can receive messages on there, I guess, but I can't send messages, and I can't like go into any voice chats or any shit like that.
Ty, to answer your
only
question.
receive messages there.
Yeah, that's stupid, dude.
Right.
So what it says when I go to post that comment, it literally says YouTube rejected your comment. It
It literally says
so
that. I want to see that screenshot.
Yeah, I will.
Can you like put it up on the screen right here and now?
I wish I could. I can't. I wish I could. Let me do this. Hang on. I'll do this.
You want to share screen? Can you do it?
Yeah, like share screen or with your other phone or something.
I'm just gonna hop on with my other phone real quick
crazy. I've never gotten a message from YouTube saying, like, they have censored my comments and shit where I've like posted something and then refreshed it, my comments not gone, so I know YouTube's censoring it and shit.
Yeah.
But I've never ever gotten a message saying from YouTube, like a pop-up or anything saying that my comments been rejected. They just like do it covertly to me. You know what I mean? Like they're doing it overtly to you. That's fucking weird.
I get censored on TikTok. I don't get censored on YouTube.
I'm not even on TikTok.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, and all these different platforms, they got like different fucking rules that they play by.
Yeah. Yeah, it's stupid.
It's all fucking stupid.
Okay, there's that. Post it. Okay, I'm gonna jump up real quick
All
on my
right.
other phone. And then I'll show you exactly what it says. Okay.
Sombre Warriors says StreamYard is passing the blame to YouTube. I think they're being shady. I think StreamYard and fucking YouTube are being shady. I think all these fucking corporations are being shady.
They're in cahoots with each other,
They
probably.
all work together.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. So we're probably gonna get some cross feed shit going on. So I'll just show it real quick and then jump back on.
Yeah. YouTube is rejected. It's kind of blurry. Your comment. This usually occurs when they think it's spam. What the fuck? I have never ever seen anything like that before, ever in my 18 years on YouTube. That is fucking strange, dude. Did that one go through? Yeah, that one went through. So we can hang out, but we can't hang tight. Can we hang loose? Loose is kind of close to news. It rhymes.
Can we hang around?
Right. Dang. What the
That's
fuck?
true.
Dude?
Angela's comments on YouTube get blocked a lot.
I've never seen that fucking pop-up message though. And I've been fucking censored hard like this past year. Wow. I don't understand this, man. This is fucking wild. What the hell is that? It says they when they think it's spam. So who's that message coming from? What the fuck?
Do you have an auto block filter? G2K?
You don't censor. We can't hear you.
Yeah.
You're muted.
I don't censor shit.
Spam. It says spam though. See, that's weird. All right, because I was accused of spamming on Discord, and I was not spamming. You know, so I wonder if this like AI fucking thing is already going full blown Skynet, like OCD and shit. God damn. You know, because a channel owner ought to be able to spam his own fucking chat, right? that ought to be a fucking right of a person that owns a YouTube channel. They ought to be able to just type, the same goddamn string of numbers in the fucking chat 100 fucking times if they want to. And in fact, I've seen that happen on other channels too, where people just come in and just fucking type the same goddamn thing.
Yeah.
So what the fuck is going on, man? You're targeted. You're a TI dude.
I'm telling you. I'm fucking telling you. I know it, dude. And it's been this way for fucking years, Arctic. People just thought I was crazy. People thought I was just smoking crack or some shit. Like, it's like, no, I've been asleep. I haven't been awake for fucking 3 weeks. Okay. I know what I'm talking. Like, it's not like the very first comment on this live stream was hang tight for a bit, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The very first one on there was mine, and it says it was spam. One comment considered spam.
No, wait a minute. I just because I'm old and I've got like short-term memory loss and shit. When you're commenting, are you commenting directly on the YouTube chat, or are you commenting through StreamYard?
I always comment. I don't know. I didn't like anyway. I just go on StreamYard. I make my comments on StreamYard and I send them. So whatever that means I'm doing, that's how I'm doing it.
Try because there's two ways you can comment, right? Since we're in StreamYard right now, you can send your comments from StreamYard to YouTube. Does the same thing happen if you try making those comments not from StreamYard, but if you're just on the YouTube tab and you try making those comments in the YouTube chat without fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but you know what? You know what's crazy? Here's another thing. No bullshit. So if I use two devices, see, I got this device and the one I'm on right here, right? I cannot, for whatever fucking reason, on my second device, if I'm logged in under this channel, under my Get to Know Stop channel, and I go to get on my other device on that channel, okay? I'll go to view channel, I'll go to the live stream. It absolutely refuses to let me click on it.
Really?
Literally. Look what it says right here. Look what it says right here. It's too blurry. It's a little bit blurry, but it literally says pop-up awareness series, the parts of you had to bury, 48 views 1 hour ago.
What?
But I click on it.
Oh. Right.
Hope it will let me that time. See, now it's making me look like a liar. Fuck you, StreamYard and YouTube. Well, let's see then.
I'm watching you on one of my phones, but I'm commenting on the other phone. I'm on both.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. It's weird. They just hate me. And it's because I'm trying to do something positive. I know that's what it is.
TikTok hates me, so I understand. I get banned for weeks at a time for content that I
got banned or suspended off of Twitter. They said for being disingenuous.
What the fuck?
That's what they said. They literally sent me like a fucking email. They says your account has been suspended for being disingenuous.
Wow.
What the fuck? Yeah, it's just the strangest fucking shit happening to people these days. You know?
Well, Artie, quit being disingenuous, you fucking disingenuous asshole.
No, anything but disingenuous.
That's stupid. That's stupid.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Fucking crazy, man. I have not logged into my Facebook in like fucking 2 years. I wonder what the fuck's going on over there. Last time I fucking left Facebook for this amount of time, I went back to Facebook and they had like deleted like 9 of my posts that I've like posted some YouTube videos and shit, just dropping the links and shit. Like deleted them and they like gave me like a fucking strike and shit. And it was like saying that my links that I shared were against some sort of violation because I was speaking against the small hats.
I just got out of Facebook jail again. I told somebody to quit being a little white baby bitch, and they put me in Facebook jail for 30 days.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man. They're trying to be like the fucking feelings police and shit, man. That's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
No wonder everybody's so fucking soft these days. you know?
Right?
No. Yeah. No shit.
Uh,
No shit. But
Like,
yeah. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I got to get out of here. I got to get to work, man. But
all right, man. Yeah, it was good to hang out with you and see you again.
you too, Arctic. Don't forget Thursday, chilling and chatting, 9 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. Other channel, Mr. Awesome Amazing. Come fucking hang out, Arctic. Damn.
Yeah, definitely will.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I
All right,
appreciate
man.
it.
You have a good day.
All right, Arctic.
Take care.
Be good,
Nice
brother.
to meet you, Miss Gothy. Miss Gothy.
nice to meet you.
Okay. You guys have a good
Bye.
day.
Later, bro. All right, Miss Scotty, thank you for coming up and sharing panel with me because I just love being up here by myself so much. I can't be up here by myself. So
Anytime I'll do it.
Mhm.
thanks, Wanda. Thanks, Miss Scotty. Everybody, remember, try to love one another right now because you might not get a chance to do so tomorrow. In fact, there are people that are here today that won't get that chance to do so. So we might as well take advantage of it while we can. Number two, tell your friends. Number two, specifically, number two, tell your friends about me because they're going to want to know. Get to know. Have the day you deserve to have, ladies and gentlemen. Have the day you deserve to have. One child is one too many. This is Get to Know Stop. Standing tough on pedophilia. Have a good day. Laters.